Dun, 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 dun. Episode 1 of 100,000 of the Kaido fight begins. Or Shadow Cult fight.
God, if we spend the next, 1,000 episodes, just fighting evil Cole, that will be an impressive fight.
That would be impressive because I don't think my characters have the health and resources to last that long.
Yeah,
You,
but in
no,
One
no
Piece, Luffy
one
dies like 4 times.
That's true, to be fair.
Okay. So Sonya needs to use 4 resurrections on
Nah, you
this.
just have the spirit and the power to get back up again. And shit.
I mean, we'll have had the joke that when Colt dies, he sees Bahamut. Bahamut could just be like, "Here, just fucking get back in there, Flick," with true resurrection from Bahamut. Get back in there.
Oh yeah, I
No!
can keep going.
So,
Adrian!
who remembers what happened last time?
Well, I think there was supposed to be a puzzle.
But it told us to kill ourselves, and we said no.
You solved the puzzle.
We told the puzzle to go kill itself.
That's true. That's effectively what you did. And it
So
worked.
The puzzle said, "Go kill yourself." We went, "No,
No, you.
no, you." So break the DM's puzzle.
And yet you just find your way through it, which
and
is
then
the solution.
Yeah, just bullshitted our way through drilling through the earth to get to here. Also, there was the low drop of what happened outside of game with Colt getting memories and things. Bit that I realised after looking at the VOD that I should have mentioned. Don't think it'll have affected what we're doing right now so much. But Colt would have mentioned to Sonya that Shadow Colt has his own Sonya.
Oh, good for him.
They also have a Fume as well, but also the Sonya and the Fume's personalities are swapped, as in reverse to yours. So in their group, the Sonya of their group is not the clever Arcana one who's really chaotic and upbeat and stuff, but is more like the Shadow Court is the brains of their group, and the Sonya of their group is very I think downtrodden is the word I would use.
Mm-hmm.
Is very much sees the future. Oh no, that is terrible. Immediately accepts it, as opposed to yours, which is oh no, sees the future. That's bad. Let's fix that. Let's make that not happen.
Yeah.
They just their shadow one just accepts it and then curls up into a ball, going, oh no, this is going to be terrible.
Yeah, so it's like the thing that I said last week, where Sonya's she sees the future, sees that it's shit, and is like, my nat 20 says otherwise.
Yeah, theirs is the other way around. Their Fume is also very dispassionate and quite stoic, whereas ours is quite emotional, quite emotionally intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas theirs to be quite hardened. Theirs doesn't have a Bethany either.
No. I guess that sort of makes sense because, if it's shadow versions of everything, it would only be things from the material plane.
Mm-hmm. Another very minor note is that whenever they use any of their resources, it causes them physical pain to actually use their stuff, to use their magic or use their key and things. But that's a very minor note, or at least I think it is.
There was also one other very tiny detail that I will bring up now.
Uh-huh.
And it's that you also heard that there wasn't a opposite of Fatesbane.
Yeah, they mentioned that Fatesbane and Alan and etc. All of the characters that we've kind of been friendly with have been a quote thorn in their side.
Now you know Alan existed, but they don't know who Fatesbane is specifically.
Yeah, but they did say that Alan has been a thorn in their side.
Yeah, they did say that Alan's been a thorn in their side, but they don't know of Fatesbane's existence.
I mean, Sonya's immediate response to that would be ooh, I wonder if it's a Mei Shadow, or if it's the other Mei Shadow that Firewall still thinks is dead.
Knowing you, could be any of them, or it could be none of them.
Is it Mirror Mei? Is it Original Mei? Is it Bright Mei?
Whatever it is, it's you. It's a version of you that needs a hug. By the
Yes.
sounds of it.
Big Sonya hug incoming. I can't wait for them to hate us.
But it's like, yeah, but there's like five of us and one of you, so chill out, maybe.
What if in episode 1 Sonya was given the depression cake? So yeah,
Well, it's kind of like that. The Shadow Sonya is like Sonya with the when they had the depression cake, but now you're past it. Now you're like really upbeat. But they're just like permanent.
yeah.
But yeah, that minor thing that I missed out last time. Yeah, then we just told that puzzle to go kill itself, and now we're here.
We did a dig. We got here. Everyone was so fucking hungry. Like, why would we store food here? We can just teleport out. Joseph, can you remember any other characters who would have been here?
Oh.
Apart from Graham's.
His internet died.
Nice.
So,
All right.
so
They all drop dead.
excellent because you're the DM now.
Victory music clears.
Yes. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Evil Colt comes out and is going to beat the shit out of you, but then you walk up and hug him, and his heart grows 3 sizes. And then the universe stops ending. There you go. Before you even got back, I fixed everything.
Whenever he does get back.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be even better if he can't come back because the internet's just dead. Like, I guess I'm in charge. I am God now. Wait a minute, I can do that better. I am God now.
Nice.
Oh, it's not the Wednesday chat, so I can't make the Poyo noise. I'm trying to think if there was anyone else in this. Like,
No, because
apart
we've
from
got Colt, Take
Graham's.
Your You, and Graham's Cowboy. I haven't summoned Ra yet. I do plan on it though.
Mm-hmm. And the other 2 Sonyas, I can't remember why they stayed behind. I think to help with protecting the ship in case like more baddie people appeared or something.
We are in the Shadowfell, so the more powerful
Yes,
spellcasters hang around the ship,
Yeah,
the
that's
better.
it. Because we were in the Shadowfell, it was like, okay, a bunch of us are gonna hang back just in case.
Especially since the ship's drone has come with us
Uh-huh.
as added muscle. It'll be a good idea to have a Sonya or 2 at the ship.
We really should always take one of the Bens with us, though. There are 2.
True. It's like, we have an army, we have a Sonya. Oh fuck!
Yo, my
Please
dude.
accept our apologies. Do not all turn us into bread.
I don't turn you into bread. Other things,
Or-
maybe.
Or any other like chaotic thing happen.
Who would like to be a pigeon? One slowly
Uh,
raises their hands. One next to him like bats his hand. No.
Stop it. Don't encourage them.
So I am intrigued though, which I'm sure we might get answers for who these people are. Because like, other cult has amassed a following of sorts. I wonder if they're also like people we might have known or do know, or if it's just other people who are in that same shit situation he is.
I mean, maybe they are, but I have asked a couple of times whether I recognize any of them, and DM said no.
Yeah.
So they might not be people that we've met. They might be people that are in the same shitty situation as him, where there's like an alternate version of them where everything that good happens to them, something bad happens to these guys. I can't help but think there's because that item that Colt mentioned where he thinks it's a key-based artifact, the crystals that they all have, the Shadow Colt interacted with that, so Colt is low-key thinking maybe those crystals are acting as conduits, taking Shadow Colt's key to them to use, hence the purple lightning being on all of them,
Mm.
and them getting like a lot of his benefits, like lightning immunity and such.
Or it could be
But
like
that's it.
it could be a two-way thing where they're essentially like an internet, a web of
Yeah.
connected people, which
Yeah.
would explain how they're all equally powerful. Well, as far as we can tell. But yes, it
I
does
mean,
seem like they're more heavily linked to other Cold.
that last time seemed quite tough, but not especially tough compared to Colt. But at the same time, he did just have freaking legendary resistances,
Hmm.
which I don't. Colt would like just for flavor. Colt would be like, "Hey, you're really hard to knock out." But in game terms, it's like no, they just have legendary resistance, which is, as we've discussed many times, is very cheap.
It is a funny thing of like trying to balance a single monster because like action economy is always the winner. It's like the whole.
But that's why I'm not. That's why I don't mind legendary actions so much. Legendary resistance, so I think are cheap. Legendary actions, so I'm like,
I like
sure.
legendary actions because it's like,
Yeah.
is it my turn? No, legendary action. Like, God damn it.
But the legendary actions are usually quite weak, except for the ones that are summons, and then they get an extra body on board. But that balances them again because then it's like we have you outnumbered and our action economy. No, you don't. Legendary action. I summon a thing. You have to
Yeah.
deal with that too. But I don't mind that sort of thing. I kind of like that,
It would be nice.
especially if it's like. Especially if it's like, we've taken down the big boss, their ad is still here, but they are fucked now.
It would be nice if there was like a better system in place to replace legendary resistances.
I mean, if I ever start DMing, which I do kind of want to, I'm going to play with that. Like, if I throw anything that's really hard, I'm not going to give it legendary resistances, but I'll give it something akin to that and play with the mechanic and try to figure something out that where it's like, okay, it failed, but now it didn't because it used this. Oh, but it nat one. That thing's not going to save it out of that. A nat one is a nat one. Do your thing, roll damage, or some shit like that. Like kind of like what defensive duelist is, where it bumps up your AC by your proficiency for one instance of damage. So it's like that could prevent you from getting hurt.
That's how the world ended, and
Wrong.
you guys saved the day.
Wrong. Yeah,
We've already solved all the problems.
Yeah, I've solved every problem in your game. Everyone had a happy ending.
Really?
Yep, everyone gets to go home.
And then you woke up.
Shit.
And everyone was still looking at us angrily. What the
Oh,
fuck?
that was such a nice dream.
You made us wait, and you fell asleep?
Eh. So the what happened last time went on a bit longer than anticipated.
It's
We got
fine, we
little
had a
bit
nice
sidetracked
chat.
talking about One Piece. And
We had a
well,
nice time.
Yeah, I see you
not-
guys had a fun time.
And not have a terrible time as we get our asses kicked.
And the last thing we ended off on was you guys walking into the temple and punch. So who's
yeah.
ready to get punched?
No.
I mean, can I do
Sonia,
a thing first?
yeah, Sonia also wants to do one thing before anyone starts punching.
Yes.
Which is probably like the same as yours. Is she's just gonna yell out, "Could we at least talk for a second, please?"
Yeah, Colt's gonna back you and just be like, "We're only here to speak with your boss, so back down and nobody gets hurt.
Whoever has
We'd
the
rather
highest,
not harm you if we can."
whoever has the highest charisma, please roll a persuasion with advantage.
Oh.
What if I summoned Ra?
I mean, that would be quite a threatening move.
Yeah, like, ooh, great big golden flashlight, and Ra stands behind me with arms crossed like he's a JoJo stand. Like, you heard them?
I mean, yeah, Ra can roll intimidation with advantage if he wants.
You know what? Actually, I'm curious. What is Colt's charisma? Let's see how the two of us match up in charisma.
13 plus 1.
Same.
And Court has like no proficiencies. Raw, meanwhile, has a charisma of 30. But he's a creature stat block, so he doesn't really have proficiencies. How are character sheet? Okay.
Rawr.
The character sheet on my PC loaded faster than on my app, so whoops, that was a normal. Intimidation advantage. Modified to 20. Those were some shitty rolls.
God, I hate that roll 20 refuses to, like, keep what my portent rolls are. I don't know why.
I mean, there's plenty of bits and bobs in your character sheet where you could like note them down.
Yeah, I should just, like, write it in the notes area. But I, like, set up, you know, the side thing where you've got your, like, I have 5 of this.
Your
I have
resources?
Yeah, thank you.
Your
The
resources?
resources.
Yeah.
I've got it set there so that I can see it directly on my sheet. But regardless, it always just defaults whenever I come back to no. It's a 1 and 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 a 1.
Sorry, I had internet had another brief heart attack.
Nice.
Yeah.
So
Just Andrew, with regards to that, for VR, I keep thinking about like getting 2 D20s that I don't normally use and just putting them in front of us on the numbers that she got, just so that I don't forget.
True.
I haven't done that yet, but I'm like, I could freaking do that, and it'd be a nice little like analog way of keeping track of portents. Just have an actual dice with the number up. But she only has 2, so I don't really have an excuse.
the monks are not in fear of Ra, but they're willing to sort of talk it out.
Alright, I'm happy with that.
I'm happy with that. Take us to your leader. I've always wanted to say that.
He's not here.
Oh.
I'm good to wait. If is this somewhere that he usually frequents? I'm good to wait.
Would any of you like to actually talk to us about your situation? We would like to try and help.
Yeah, I'm intrigued about the purple lightning. What's all that about? I got mine by accident. I assume Shadow Me's the same.
So this is why effectively you guys have to die.
Yeah.
So
is this the same guy as before or a different one?
it is a different guy.
It's another cultist.
One of the steps forward and is just like,
yeah,
okay,
it's basically
so,
Sonia would have said, oh yeah, because the guy we talked to before said something similar to that.
Yeah. So basically, what we discovered was actually Colt sort of discovered this, and it was that our world and your world are sort of intrinsically linked by fate. So that whenever bad things happen to you guys, good things happen to us, and vice versa. So, like, every moment you guys are having a pleasant day or not in immense agony, we're in immense agony and having a terrible day. So that's just like our default, really. It's why you all desperately need to die.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure that there must surely be some other way of fixing this problem that doesn't involve anybody dying, apart from maybe like I don't know, some sort of god of fate or something that might have set this up that needs an ass kicking or something.
– Drugs.
I mean, yeah, instead of us fighting, let's go fight the God of Fate.
Or just not necessarily that. We'll figure out what caused this in the first place. Join forces. join our great might together and take down whatever the hell's caused you to be in such pain. Because I certainly had no intentional part in it. I'd never have this happen.
We just
This
want
is
to give
exactly
you
what I came here.
hugs.
This is exactly why I came here to tell your boss.
Oh, thank God. The internet had a mini
Well-
heart attack, but it's okay.
Oh, I was low key thinking, is that what the guy says?
Yes, he says the internet had a mini heart attack.
No, he says, oh, thank God.
Uh, but he's like, I mean, yeah, we could try. We've tried a lot, but hey, maybe you guys will succeed where we've all failed.
Hey, I said, we. I'm
Yeah,
down for us working together.
yeah, we
There's
can.
no, there's no you are responsible for this and you are responsible for this. All together, we lived together.
Hey, what?
However, still want your boss to be the one hearing this.
Technically, if we do work together, then it means that we technically can't lose, because like, then if we lose, that means the other us will succeed, right?
Yeah, if we die, then you guys become like way better.
That's sort of not how it works, but kind of is.
I mean, if you're not in pain all the time, it'll be better for you.
Oh yeah, but
But it-
like when
but it-
you die,
but-
we just become like unlinked, so that we get effectively freedom.
Well, again, surely we can break this link without anybody dying. Also, I've already died before, and the link didn't break, so shrug. That's not how
Yeah.
it works, maybe.
It reestablishes when you come back to life.
Yeah, cool. It's like the mind flayer tadpoles in Baldur's Gate 3.
What's a Baldur's Gate 3? The hell is that?
But
Also,
I
the only
definitely know what a
Minecraft-
mind flayer tadpole is, though.
Also, the only mind flare tadpoles I've ever seen die when you do.
Never mind.
Just ignore Sonia's mad ramblings.
Does yours do this too? I know that you've got one.
I mean, yeah, Sonia rambles madly.
Do you think they'd like a hug?
No.
Aw.
Saying and you thinking that they would like a hug is exactly why they wouldn't.
So, if I
Where
think...
is your boss then? Sorry, Sonia. You
No,
go.
I really like that you interrupted me there. You-
Okay.
It's just Sonia rambling about like hugs, and then you go like interrupting with the plot. It's
I didn't mean to interrupt though. I thought you were done.
I just find it very on point. Go ahead, Colt. Hugs can come later.
Do you at least know where your boss is?
Somewhere in the Shadowfell right now.
Are you able to call him back here so we can have a word?
Joey's phone number?
Not really.
Was that an answer to both questions?
Yes.
Okay.
How long's he gonna be? Or do you
For-
not know?
They have no clue.
We would track him down and go and get him, but unfortunately our means of tracking people just keeps on pulling us back to me again.
Is there anything we can do to like make things nicer for you while we're here? Apart from us dying?
You could go kill the versions of us that exist here. That would be nice.
I'll say you are in the same situation as him. There's
Yeah.
like normal versions of you.
Yeah. You could go kill them.
Well, I'm certainly not going to be engaging in genocide. I'd much rather find out what the cause of this link is and break that.
You could go
Although,
check out the library.
if we use logic, these people are pretty reasonable. So maybe the other versions of them are massive dickheads.
Yeah, but
Good point.
how many of you are there? How many of you are there in this cult?
Don't call it a cult. People in a cult really don't like it when you call it a cult.
Group.
That's true. We are not a cult.
Okay, my mistake. I saw the room that makes you kill yourself and you start, making connections by association. I apologize.
It's
How
just
many
the
of you in this little group of yours?
the kill yourself room is just a deterrent so people don't come in here
It
because
didn't
not many
work.
people.
Look, looks at the tunnel that we bored in. It didn't work.
Yeah, did it?
I mean, you guys look hungry. Do you want me to make some food?
Sure.
Sure.
Good.
Sonia,
You
I'll
didn't
cast
answer my
Hero's Feast.
You didn't answer my question. How many of you are there roughly?
Bunch. Like bunch in this room, bunch in the next room, bunch in the other room.
Okay, if you've spread the word around the place that we are not here to harm anyone, I'm happy to go around and count.
Okay.
There's 7 in this room.
Which room do you go to next? There's 3 ways to go. You can try and go through the really big golden door. You can go this
Well,
way.
I'll ask them about that first. Also, that looks. I know that this is probably like coincidence but the door looks very raw themed. Of course, just nods at the door, like does the little upward nod at the door and say, "What's that?"
Treasure room.
Insight. He answered that real fucking quick. Yeah. Modify 20 again.
You think he's telling the truth, as far as you're aware.
Again, not here to harm anyone or take anything. Are you alright for me to just have a look round, including through there?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, have my back, Raw. Take you. You keep an eye on Sonia, yeah?
Hmm?
I'll eat. Yeah, I assume since are you like staying in here, Sonia?
At the minute, I'm making food for them.
You are.
No,
Cool.
my drumstick.
Is this like it in the treasure room door?
Yeah, that is the entrance bit to the treasure room. Just give me a second to reveal the area, as I didn't expect you guys to just pacifist this, but I'm excited you did.
Sonia obviously says to Colt, like, just give me a yell if you need anything.
Will do. I'm not going too far.
Look, Joseph, you've come into today's session with the goodest characters.
You
Maybe
have managed to pacifist your way through this encounter, and I'm all for it. Colt, the doors swing open, and you can walk into this giant room
What a
filled with gold.
What a fucking mishmash. Like, just throw the gold in. Do you not want to, like, maybe put it in something or, like, pile it up in a, like, that's aesthetic way? Nah! Just Scrooge McDuck it.
Yeah, Colt's not going in. He's just going to take a look around because there's obviously nobody in here. It looks like there's nobody in here.
I
But
will.
Colt's like,
The fucking
Colt
giant
is
keys are great.
yeah. Colt like, since Raw's right next to me, it's like, for people who are incredibly downtrodden and in pain, and for every bad thing that happens to them, something good happens to us, and vice versa. They're not half well off, are they?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
quite-
very well off.
They,
Colt's
they
off.
do have quite the hoard.
Colt is
Colt-
destitute.
Colt is not destitute. He's got loads of like interplanetary credits and gold and platinum.
Yeah, you have lots of money. Other Colt has not much money.
He has loads right here. It's right in front of me.
This isn't his money.
I mean, he's the boss of this group.
True, but it's still not his money.
Colt is still just like, hey, this is the group's money. That if they're all like, in pain, shadow people, where for every good thing that happens to somebody in material, something bad happens to them, they've still got fucked loads of money. Yes, I have 121,000 interplanetary credits, 231 gold, and 500 platinum and 10 copper.
Also, Colt, roll me a charisma save.
Why? Yeah.
Nice.
Diamond Soul, Diamond Soul. Nah, still
That's a
sucks.
fail. Okay, I need to message you something. I wonder how long this charade will last.
Would it be faster and easier for you to pull me into the secrets chat?
Probably. 1 second.
No, Andrew by himself. Sag. Alright, well, I guess it's just me. Make chicken. Chicken, 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 and Pizza Hut. Where's that duck noise? What a thing for that to come back to. Quack, quack. I hate that I've discovered this feature. I really do. Why? I just got confetti. Why did I just get confetti? God, it's real not good that they're taking this long. Quack. 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 So how are you? How is everyone doing? Having a good day? It's Friday. Easter Friday. Ah! Celebratory quacks, they're back. I can stop talking to myself.
Excellent. What appears to be called, just for the purposes of what that Christmas save was, just turns and goes, finally I get the shinies, and starts digging at the coins, but Ra grabs what appears to be Colt and say, oh no you don't, I saw that. Woomph, protection from evil and good, and he chooses to cast out the spirit.
No, Ghost Crow.
Gets annihilated by a god. Just
Aw.
boom.
He doesn't get annihilated. He just gets shunted out because he is Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow. No.
So Andrew, you know when I said, you know when you have two words,
Uh-huh.
Ghost and Crow.
Wait a minute, I've got the perfect thing for this.
That's the noise it makes.
It's not a noise a crow usually makes.
You have Ghost Crow now.
Ghost Crow has a cool opening sequence.
Since Ra can see this thing because of his special sight, he's like, are you a god of this place, or are you just loitering around?
It just stares
Nevermore.
at Ra with its
Nevermore.
crow eyes, and it's just like, I am Ghost Crow.
Oh no, I would say it has a bird brain, but I can't help but think that that'd be offending to me.
You freed me. Do you want a? Do you want a shiny?
No, the freedom is yours.
Yes. Good.
Just don't go possessing any more people, or I'll shunt you out again.
Ghost Crow.
And next time, possess the wrong person, you might get smited. Just try and have a nice afterlife.
Ghost Crow will now take the shinies, and then you watch as just the Ghost Crow starts eating all of the gold, and it vanishes into his Ghost Crow stomach.
More donuts. Hum.
leans out of the door. Hey guys, did you know you have a ghost in here? It's kind of taking your gold.
What kind
What?
of ghost?
Yeah, it's a bird.
Ah!
It's tried to possess me, but Ra shunted it out. Do you want us to do anything about this?
They're like,
Is this your... Like, to the other monks, is this thing yours?
never seen it before in my life. Can you stop it taking our gold?
It just
The
muffled from the
residents
other
of-
room. Ghost Crow! No.
To the crow, the residents of this place wish that you cease, will you?
Nom. Gold.
Yeah, there's a bright flash of light around where the ghost crow is. Can ghost crow make a deck save?
Oh, oh no! One moment. I need to quickly.
Ghost Crow. So here he has a funny thought.
Yeah.
Fucked up resurrection. If you have true polymorph, since ghosts are a physical thing, you could polymorph a ghost back into a person.
That's one way to resurrect something.
It's sort of a resurrection.
Kinda.
This isn't my body. Yeah, but you're alive.
Oh, imagine doing that to somebody who got turned into a zombie. So then, like, they come back because they're ghosts, and then they see their zombie stuff, and they're like, "Oh, for God's sake, stop trying to eat people, me, Jeff. We used to be a doctor."
God,
Stop it.
Joseph, can I have infinite true polymorph so I can start doing that?
No. Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me.
Aww.
You already have enough true polymorph.
I don't think I've got enough. I mean,
Yeah, but
I do have my own version of the spell for myself, but still.
Actually, does Sonya say that when she finds out it's a ghost bird? Like, get it, bring it to me.
I mean, Sonya's just like, ooh, I want to make friends with it.
Okay.
I mean, Colt can punch ghosts, but I don't think he can grab them.
I mean, that depends if Joseph's give them grapple immunity.
It's
or
That's
not.
Ghost
not-
Crow, man.
Hmm? What was that,
Ghost
Joseph?
Crow, man. Don't want to mess with Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow.
So that's the thing is,
I kind of
Whoa.
low-key just wanted to like make it so that I can somehow get it out of this room into Sonya just to see what she does with it. Turn it into the actual crow, like, you know, the Marvel character.
Oh, the singer.
Or the singer. Ghost
or
Crow!
just stay as Ghost Crow.
No.
I wonder what comes up in the GIFs on Discord for just searching Ghost Crow. Alright, a very weird...
So can Colt go and try and stun it if this fireburst doesn't kill it or kill it again? Or can I retcon that now that Andrew's brought up the whole idea of we could polymorph it into something? Because I kind of want to see that happen.
No, you attack Ghost Crow, and it turns. Hang on, it does need to make its dexterity save.
But not that it matters, because
Ghost Crow, secretly a ghost dragon. Ghost Crow.
Oh, he's gone again.
Excellent.
I have.
I just heard the chime.
The boy who
Ah,
lived.
Come to die.
Sorry, I am joining you via phone after watching watching you, mainly because I want to be noticed.
Oh. Are you
I
commenting?
was trying to ask.
Wow.
Does true polymorph work the other way?
Oh my god, yeah, you could turn a person into a ghost.
Okay, that is all I wish to ask. Now I'll go back to watching.
Okay.
Goodbye,
Because
enjoy watching.
I do not have a way to access anything else apart from Discord.
Ah.
Okay.
But hello, bye.
Bye.
Mwah, mwah.
Hello, bye.
Good luck.
I am enjoying now looking at the YouTube chat. It's just full of messages from Graham.
Oh, it rolled a 1. It failed its saving throw at getting shot with energy. You do notice, though, it is resistant to fire. But Radiant hits it full force and half of the fire damages it. But,
Again, I was like
Go-
low-key regretting it now because I was like, oh, I want to give it to Sonya though.
Ghost Crow looks at you, and then a thing occurs. Colt, you can make me a dexterity saving throw. Sonya, you can make me one with disadvantage.
What?
What? Just Colt.
Ra as well, and also Tikio can make one at disadvantage as well.
Oh, my dex bonus is
So-
shit.
Colt is 27.
I shouldn't even. Why is bless ticked? I keep unticking bless.
Okay.
Ra got 21.
Uh-huh.
And Tikio gets. Ooh, he's proficient. A 31. Oh, wait, it's disadvantage, sorry.
That's true. He does have this.
Rip.
Yeah.
Absolute rip.
You fail, you say.
Well, it's a 14, I assume that fails.
It is a fail, which means Sonya, put yourself on this map.
Oh, I get to be somewhere else. Boop. It's me.
Is Tikio not with us since he was right next to her?
He is not.
Okay.
Because Ra is going on this map.
What, with a 21?
Yes.
Jesus.
Don't fuck with Ghost Crow, man.
I didn't fuck with him.
Oh, it's a wonderful Ghost Crow. You're right, you didn't. And then
Hey,
Oh.
these
probably Tikio goes on this map.
hey these guys better appreciate us clearing this out for them. We're doing a nice thing for them here. They could have had to deal with this shit.
Okay, Tikio. Actually, we'll start with Sonya because I think it'll be the least likely to be a combat.
What do you mean?
Hey, you can get to polymorph them now.
Yo, where are we? Ah, training.
Ghost Crow is just like, welcome to the Crow dimension.
I've never been to the crow dimension. There's far fewer crows than I would have thought.
We saw. I didn't really mean to get you in this. So, hi.
Hi. You hungry?
Yes.
Walks over, gives you a gold coin.
Nom nom nom. Thank you.
Alright, now we can move on to the next person.
That's effectively a Ghost Crow. He's just like, yeah, they just made friends. I thought that the chances of that occurring were very high. TKO, Ghost Crow is before you and is like, oh, I didn't really mean to get you in this.
Well, I am not really under any orders to do any damage to you. This is the first time I'm seeing you. If you just send us back, that'll be alright. I'm just
like,
a god, you know.
It's sort of like a timed thing, but I'll let you out as soon as like I can. It just sort of lasts for a duration, but like, don't worry, you'll be okay here. I'll try and send you back as fast as I can.
Alright.
I was thinking about having Tika just go maximum attack mode activate, but he doesn't really have any, objective to here. It's not
True.
attacking allies, it's not attacking the ship, it's a non-entity as far as he's concerned.
And then over to Ra.
Ra's more intrigued more than anything. He looks around, he's just like, huh, interesting.
And Ghost Crow
You're
goes,
more powerful than I give you credit for.
I am Ghost Crow, the strongest.
Adorable.
How dare you in my own dimension?
Oh, I know the feeling, trust me. But also, you do realize that dragging me into this place is futile.
I don't think, Crow.
Wait a minute. I can do it.
Do it. There we go.
I was about to do it, but I'm like, no, I can do the sound effect.
I assume Ra and Crow will be fighting then.
I mean, Ra's going to give him the chance, like, look, you can either return me willingly, or I return myself. But I will give you a smiting. Your choice.
I'm gonna give
I'm
you
gonna kick
such a
your
smiting.
ass.
Hmm?
He said he's gonna kick your ass, God.
Oh, so you know what I am. Now I'm even more intrigued. Draws out the sword. So what are you? You know regular ghost.
I am the ghost of a crow. Ghost crow.
Can I cast contact other plane to contact the real me, like my main body, and just be like, hey, with full divine power, do I have any idea what the fuck this thing is? I'm too intrigued.
It is. Okay, True Rod would know, like, having a look at it through his avatar's eyes. It seems to be some sort of ghostly crow.
Fascinating.
It has all the powers of a ghost and a crow.
And extra dimensional travel.
It does also have. It seems stronger than the average crow, but Ra's never encountered this crow before, so doesn't know much about it.
To be fair, if it's in the Shadowfell, then it could be linked to the Crow Lady who big god there. So very strong.
I
mean, it's Raven Lady, but you know.
Yeah.
Maybe she's Crow
like,
in this universe.
Look, I mean, yeah, just looks at it and just like, not connected to the Raven Queen by any chance, are you?
No, I fight the Raven Queen, for I am Ghost Crow, savior of the world.
Just like, I don't know how to describe this facial expression, but it's like when the eyebrows go up and like the mouth is like a frown, but it's like the eyebrows go so it's like, okay, fair enough. So I'm going to give you one last chance to send me back if you can.
Well, it's sort of on a timer.
Oh, so I could just wait.
Yeah, you could. I really wanted to hit that lightning guy with this.
You'll be hard pressed to do that. He's a right wily bugger, that one.
Yeah, he's the only one who dodged. No one in the other room dodged.
Why did you want to hit him with it? Because one, you possessed him. Two, I was the one who struck you first. I thought you were aiming for me with this little joke of yours.
I kind of want to fight you too, to be honest. If you're going to prevent me from eating more gold.
Very well, I shall grant this wish. Is this is this an initiative?
Yes, it is. God, that's a 1.
1, 1, 1.
Which means Ra first. Also, Colt, from your perspective, everyone just like basically the room exploded with like crow feathers, and everyone is like a big wave of crow feathers sort of swept over everyone. And you are the only one who was like fast enough to run away from the big wall of crow feathers.
Or like just dodge out the way of all of the feathers.
It was like a completely engulfing wall.
Is this including the monks that were in the other room?
Yes, they all got engulfed by crow feathers.
Oh, Jesus.
You managed to like lightning zap out of the way of this thing, then you like came back in, and everyone was just not there anymore. But also there were far fewer crow feathers than when you were last here. But yeah.
But in that case, it's just like, what's the? Oh well, if it is a fair fight, if it's a fair one-on-one fight you're after, I am all but willing to oblige. Jumps it, flies in. Let's see how strong you are, spirit. Oh, I could try doing that. I'm just going to do this first, just to see how well it hangs up. So, multi-attack.
You
Does a
missed.
21 hit. A 21 misses. This is a magical angelic weapon. So if it's a case of it's a ghost, doesn't matter. It can
Yeah,
go.
no,
It can
you
strike
miss
them.
you miss its AC. It manages to deftly evade the blade. That
That's a
one is
31.
gonna land. Yeah. Uh, you managed to land a sort of hit on Ghost Crow. It doesn't look like you've damaged it. The set that one misses. The 21 misses.
Yeah.
But the 30 hits. So its AC is not exactly 30. You've narrowed it down. It's either 22 or 29.
Or 29. So it's taken 67, 71, 103, 148
Also, as far as you
damage.
can tell, Ghost Crow is not resistant or immune to magical slashing and
Radiant. I've already found out before that it's not particularly resistant against radiant. So does
Nice.
does
Your first
140
attack did 69 damage. I just want to let you know that. Just thought that was important.
nice.
It is important.
Nice. Does nice amount of damage. Does Ghost Crow go nice and then immediately get hit a second time?
It does. It
Nice.
goes nice, and then you clunk it again.
Boom.
It goes,
How does it hold
"Ow!"
up? How does it hold up to 150 damage?
It is still crowing about the place.
Cool.
It uses
For-
its reaction to steal a gold
God.
piece from you that you didn't know you had.
God
I was
damn.
gonna say, Raw doesn't have any money.
Yeah, well, he
Oh,
still gets one.
It's just gonna it's gonna start with its regular attack. Let's see if it can get you. 28 hits.
So basically, Joseph, is it
Roll
fun?
with disadvantage because I'll use one of the key-based things that Colt give him as a
That's
bonus action.
24 hits.
A 24 does hit just about.
Is it funnier now that this is probably the thing that you're so worried about, but I've just made friends with it?
I was like, no, again, this was the whole like, do you know when you have a thing that's
Yeah.
just 2 words and it's Ghost Crow, and you're like, how much of the session will this carry?
I hope all.
I
Me
mean,
too. It is Ghost Crow. So, okay. So it lands its attack. You take 71 necrotic damage.
no, I do
Oh,
not. I'm immune.
God damn. Immune. Ghost Crow pecks at you, and it sees.
And
does nothing.
It does nothing.
and it's like,
His beak bends on impact with Ra's plates. He's like, "What the fuck?"
no, it
Boo.
just passes through Ra like it's nothing, and it's like, well, only one thing to do in this situation. Ra, charisma saving throw.
Good thing I'm proficient and I have 30 charisma. 36.
Damn, you managed to pass, so Ghost Crow fails to possess you.
Eh,
It's like, well, I'll just have to hit you with a stronger attack next turn.
Oh, so you have more attacks? I was willing to accept a surrender.
Surrender? Ghost Crow does not surrender.
You surrender.
What does dispel evil and good do against ghosts?
Nothing while they're not possessing someone.
Mm,
You can cast protection from evil and good on yourself, and it will be useful.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I'll use my turn to cast Dispel Evil and Good on myself and have the concentration effect on. So he has disadvantage against disadvantage on attack rolls against me. If he possesses me, I can undo it, and I get an attack that I can use on him, where I can attempt to send him back to. Well, he's an undead, so he gets sent to the Shadowfell, so he'll get driven out of this plane if I use it on him.
Ah,
But he just has disadvantage.
He
He
is
has
in the crow
disadvantage on
dimension.
attack roll.
It is the
But he is,
crow
he is an undead, and the spell specifically states it sends them to the Shadowfell. Although he probably could just zap himself back in. But I said if I use it, but I'm mainly using it for the disadvantage, so he can't. So I don't have to use Colt's key-based abilities.
You send him
So
away. He appears in front of Colt. Colt punches him.
and he comes back.
Ow.
We just start like extra dimensionally playing like a game of badminton with him. Boff! He goes back to the shadow for Colt punches him. He goes back to the core dimension and repeat.
He's such
I
a
kind
good
of want
boy.
to try and do that now. I don't think he'll do it though because he wants to fight Colt though. And Colt can't just like send people away into different dimensions yet.
You're right. I need to buy you an amulet of the plains that you can just wrap around your fist.
Oh, an amulet of the plains that works off of wisdom.
I just like the idea of you punching someone with it.
But that's my turn. So, dispel evil and good. He has disadvantage on attack rolls against me. His turn. Go.
Okay. One moment. Got it. Okay, he's gonna use he has a couple of choices of things he can do against Ra.
I believe in him.
I mean, the first one, obvious. Ghost Crow is gonna use a pretty strong effect. As Ra begins to bear witness to the power of Ghost Crow.
Ah,
Summons a bunch of crows.
what a power.
He summons a lot of crows, though. It's a lot of crows.
700 crows.
It would be more accurate to say he conjures a couple of swarms of crows.
And one
need to-
Russell Crowe.
I need to reread Ra's legendary action stuff.
He summons a number of crow swarms. Which are all looking quite aggressive, but mostly crows and thus unable to really help.
They caught you menacingly.
Except for Ghost Crow, who uses his ultimate technique. Ghost Crow will teleport into some of the crows. And then he assumes the form of a crow.
Plot twist.
Ra, even with True Sight, he's indistinguishable currently from a regular crow.
As he is,
Excellent.
in fact, a crow.
Damn ghost crows.
Sees all the crows and Ra's just like slings his sword over his shoulder, like, huh, how quaint. I like it. A bit goth and edgy for my liking, though. Not enough gold involved.
Hang on, I'm gonna roll.
Oh,
initiative
yeah,
for
you-
the
you-
swarm crow.
Are you just rolling initiative for each swarm as opposed to each individual one?
Each crow.
Oh yeah, these things are scattered as a swarm of crows rather than
Okay.
like 50 crows.
Okay.
I'm not gonna roll a million initiatives
He
here.
doesn't hate himself that much.
I'm just gonna have a bunch of crows.
proceeds to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 initiatives.
Cool, and then descending. Okay, cool. That was Ghost Crow's turn. So now it is Crow Swarm. This one. Get him, Crow Swarm. don't think they can hit you.
Legendary action. No, I'll wait for my legendary action. Actually,
Yeah, give the
I'm gonna
crows
see
a
what-
chance.
yeah, I am. I'm gonna see what they do.
The glorious crows come in and try and attack you.
How
Get
successful are
'em,
they?
crows. They are crows, so
Mm.
they miss. All right.
Yeah, it's 6.
This crow swarm is gonna come in and it's gonna get you. 20.
Nope, misses.
Oh,
These have disadvantage, by the way, but it doesn't matter.
Right. Okay. Like they can roll 2 nat 20s in theory.
Yeah. Swarm number 2.
Crows,
Nope.
get him, my beautiful crows.
Crow, get him.
We're running
Yeah.
out of crow-based spaces to attack you from.
Yeah.
No.
Even without the disadvantage, that would be a miss. Can all of them that just tried to attack me make dexterity saves
Ah, they can.
as a legendary action at the end of that last swarm's turn? During sunburst.
Damn, that one that rolled a 22 though.
It still failed.
I mean, roll damage.
I did. They take 28 fire and radiant.
All right.
These swarms just all pile onto it, and then just boom, massive blast of golden light.
Okay, so many a crow has just fallen in battle.
No.
Ghost crow.
Ghost Crow is there.
Dun, dun, dun.
He assumes the form of a ghostly crow, and that is when
Ooh.
you realize that Ghost Crow is not just a ghost crow. He is half crow, half ghost crow. And he's able to switch between the two at will.
Alright.
Your move, Raw.
Rob puts the sword away and breaks out the claws. So that's a 31 to hit,
You strike Ghost Crow.
35 to hit, 23 to hit. Does that hit?
A 23 hits.
Ooh. And does a 22? We're learning thing. Okay, so it's AC's 23. Excellent. And if any of he takes.
I've already done it.
Okay, if it took him below 100 hit points, he has to make a con save, and if he fails, he dies.
He does not, for he is Ghost Crow.
That makes sense.
Part ghost, part crow.
Is he under 100 hit points?
He is
He has to
not.
He has to make a con save, and he drops to 0. Is how it's phrased.
Yeah, he is not under 100 hit points, for he is
Very
half
well.
ghost crow.
Very well. And undead still have disadvantage, and many things still have disadvantage because Dispel Evil and Good is still up. That's my turn.
Cool. It is now one of the many swarms of crows' turn.
Excellent.
They will fly here and position themselves to be ready. This swarm of crows is in the perfect position already. And this swarm of crows just needs to move up a little. Perfect.
That's it, crows.
Yes.
Surround him.
It is now Ghost Crows.
Surround him. Look what happened to the last ones that surrounded him.
Surround him. We'll win. We've got the numbers.
Oh,
They
Ron
do
just
have
finds this.
disadvantage.
Ron's finding this so amusing. He's like, "Oh, this is great. I haven't had fun like this in millennia."
Oh. Wonderful. Okay. See, Ghost Crow's chest is puffing up. Raw, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution save. He's not proficient, but he's not awful in it. That sucks. Do I have any special things? Because I don't use this stat block that often. Does he have special things? Does he have special things? Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Not that. Is this a magical thing? Because I have magic resistance.
Ghost Crow. So, yeah, he's magic.
Okay. Magic resistance, go. That's even worse.
Fail.
Oh, well, bad rolls are a thing. What happens?
Ghost Crow unleashes a ghostly wail.
Oh, is this a fear effect?
No. His
What is it?
horrifying visage, I've basically chosen not to use it all on you. Because I know
Okay.
you're fear.
Yeah, that's why I was asking.
He does have a fear thing, but he is Ghost Crow the hero. He must inspire the people.
Ah, that's what it is. Oh wait, hang on a minute. Why am I making the con save then?
Because he's using his ghostly wail on you, which does other things.
Okay, what does it do?
First, you take some damage. Take 91 thunder damage.
Okay, fair enough. I am not immune to that.
As him and all of the crows harmonize and give you a big old ghost crow wail. It is a spooky wail that goes woo, but it's crowy. And also, you gain 1 level of exhaustion.
I do not. I'm immune.
Fair enough. That is fair. His wonderful ghostly wail is amazing. It is a great ghostly wail. Now
So
he's
a
gonna-
great big massive sound wave, and Raw just like dithers a little bit because he gets hit on all sides by the thunder, and it's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that was a bit loud."
He's just like, oh god, the ringing in my ears.
I have bird ears. They're not even supposed to get tinnitus. What the fuck? Mop, mop, mop.
But that is Ghost Crow's turn. He used his big attack,
Oh
Ghostly Wail.
boy.
Now he's gonna have to rely on his much less whale-basedy attacks, unless he gets lucky.
Second verse the same as the first, I guess. That's a 32, which lands. And again,
Oh.
if he ends up under 100, he gets a con save to avoid dropping to 0.
Yeah, he has not gotten there yet. I will do the con save as soon as he does.
Yeah, I'm just saying it just to
Yeah.
clarify that I am not using the sword here, because the sword doesn't have that effect. So all of them hit. I don't know how much damage.
I'm just putting it in now. He has not dropped below 100 hit points yet.
Mhm.
Crows will maintain their position ready to help Ghost Crow.
At the end of the turn of the last swarm, legendary action to teleport, like miles away.
Miles away.
Where do you
Legendary
attempt to teleport to? Over there? Or do you try and go like out of this weird graveyard area?
The gates.
Oh, you just go over there, okay. Fair enough.
Oh no, I need to zoom out.
I'm probably not going to stay there for very long.
My beautiful,
That's
beautiful...
that's. I was going to say that's a legendary action, so Ghost Crow still has his turn.
Yes. Ghost Crow is about to do stuff. Don't you worry. You watch as Ghost Crow turns around and opens its crowy maw, and then starts shooting ice at you. To
Okay.
start lasering ice at you.
He has loads of different attacks. This is fun.
Yeah, he's
Loads of different
Ghost
abilities.
Crow,
He's
man.
Ghost Crow.
You don't.
You just- I mean, they all hit like a fucking truck. Like,
Yeah, because he's Ghost Crow,
so
man. You don't mess with Ghost Crow.
if I was playing as like Colt, I'd be a bit worried. But I'm playing as Raw, so he's just having a giggle.
Also, like, man, you're immune to his primary like punch touch based effect.
Yeah.
it's
Radiant
like-
and necrotic immunity.
He pulled out his ghostly wail and some of his other stuff much sooner than I anticipated.
That misses. That hits, but he has disadvantage. Remember.
That's true. I will set this to disadvantage.
I mean, you can make that the first attack roll. So 21 misses, 20 misses, 17 definitely misses. It's a plus 16 to hit. Jesus.
I know.
Although I suppose Raw has exactly that, so they are very
Yeah.
equally matched.
This is god awful rolls from Ghost Crow right there. He's not been using his ice beams very much. Ooh, does he get his thing? Come on, Ghost Crow. Yeah, Ghost Crow!
Is that the thunder thing?
Yes, he gets his ghostly wail
So
back.
it's like a breath weapon.
Yeah, I should have rolled
Okay.
it at the start of the turn, because it
Yeah,
would have been
but-
way better trying to use that on you again, but oh well. Rah, you're up.
Is the ghostly will based off of having that many crows around him, or can he do it on his own? Like
Yeah,
when he used it, did all because they got into position, then he used it, did all of them blast inwards at once?
all of them did echo the power of Ghost Crow.
Okay, brilliant. I'm gonna take out one of the swarms.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Just
my
start
baby.
just start swinging at and blendering the swarm. I know that a single radiant sunburst took out a load of them, so I'm not expecting them to last very long.
My much less cool children, because they are just regular crows, unlike Ghost Crow, who is half ghost, half crow.
All Ghost Crow.
All Ghost Crow. No, Ghost
Yeah,
Crow.
Crow. I'm just still going to be using my claws. Because I know that they don't have 100, so there's no fucking way that they're surviving.
Yeah.
They are in
Yeah,
fact standard crows.
What one swarm dies.
No.
I do have the movement speed for this, by the way. I have, because of the monk stuff, Code Givers Ra has like 450 movement.
Ra's a fat boy. Roll your attack and then instantly destroy this swarm of crows.
I know you said fast. All I heard was that Ra is a fat boy.
Oh, he's going for the last swarm of crows.
How very dare you?
No. Yes, you killed the last swarm of crows. Now it's just you and Ghost Crow.
A 30 to hit.
The most pointless episode we've had in a while, but everyone loved it.
The most pointless episode, but it was a giggle. And if anything, is that not what D&D is about?
Exactly.
True.
You're having a giggle.
I
Yeah,
also
you-
love how like none of the main cast are in this.
That's the best episodes. Never have the main characters in it. Oh, Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow versus a god's avatar.
Oh, all right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
How injured does Ra look?
Not very.
Yeah, that's the problem. Ghost Crow would consider using his whale, but his whale has a drawback when there aren't crows around.
Yeah, throw a
Is that-
whale at
it's-
him.
It scales off of how many crows he has.
No, it doesn't get more powerful. It's just he doesn't take drawbacks. Is more accurate.
Ah.
Which means it's not good time for him to use the ghostly whale.
And he's right in my face, so that ranged attack will have. Well, he has disadvantage anyway,
Yeah.
and his ghostly touch is ineffective.
Effectively, yes. he will have to use a slight other technique of the power of Ghost Crow.
But there is an infinite amount of power to Ghost Crow.
It's true. So true. Ghost Crow's gonna
that-
just try and he's gonna try and get you. He's good old Ghost Crow. Ghost Crow's gonna put some space between you so he doesn't have disadvantage on his ranged attacks. He's
Opportunity.
Gonna
Opportunity. Oh, he's going to teleport, so he doesn't
Yeah.
take an opportunity attack.
he's gonna
Okay.
teleport back and then start shooting some ghost ice beams at you.
Okay. At disadvantage.
And then and he can also summon some swarms of crows again. So he's gonna summon some crows and then do that. What a beautiful boy is Ghost Crow.
Undefeatable, some legends tell.
I mean, Andrew, you know when I did say that you are my most favorite creation.
He's living up to it.
He is Ghost Crow. What's not to love about Ghost Crow? On the downside, he can't wail the same turn he summons a bunch of crows.
With action economy and all that, I assume.
But he can shoot some ice beams at you.
So what you're saying
And
is
then-
Ghost Crow is fallible.
He's not a Mary Sue.
He's not a god.
He's a deep character with lots of history and backstory. He had to learn many lessons to get here.
And he just casually picks a fight with a god's avatar just cause.
That's because he's Ghost Crow, man. He's still a legend. Ghost Crow's gonna shoot 2 ice beams at you. Oh, he has disadvantage. I'll roll one more
Mhm.
normally, but
Yeah.
misses anyway. So
Yep.
and
Yep.
then one with disadvantage. Cool.
Yep.
And then Ghost Crow will assume, will just sort of like he'll zoom into one of the swarms of crows.
Legendary action, teleport to.
One moment, I need to add a bunch of crows to the initiative.
Yeah, but I'm just going to move myself. I'm just using the teleport legendary action.
Yeah.
Where do I want to... He went into this swarm, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's motherfucking Ghost Crow.
Don't mess with the Ghost Crow.
Then it is Crow Swarm here. Crow Swarm here will fly up.
Oh no, James! I just realised you can't beat him because I know what class he is. He's a Chronomancer.
Hey. Which swarm is this?
This swarm will fly up. 50
Okay.
feet.
Okay. Is that it?
Actually, no, they'll. They'll just fly up 50 feet. They're not gonna bother dashing.
The other legendary action at the end of that thing's turn. Radiant Sunburst. Can both of the swarm that Ghost Crow went into and this swarm make dexterity saves as a gigantic ball of radiant light erupts out?
Roll the damage first, and then I'll see if it's worth rolling their dexterities. I mean,
It's 34.
wait, what's your safety? Oh, 28. Oh, yeah,
28.
they cannot pass that. The crows die.
Yeah, one of them got a nat 20 before, and it was just, nah, it's dead.
Regular crows.
Regular
Ghost Crow
crows.
is here. Now it is your turn. Actually, hang on. This swarm of crows gets to go, so it will also fly really high in the sky because it doesn't want to get killed by Raw. So that Ghost Crow can do another wonderful wail.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do that while I read a spell that he has that I've never used before. He
It
does
is
have
your-
he does have an offensive spell.
It is
Wow.
your move, Raw.
Your
Uh,
move.
right. Okay, I can't use it because it requires concentration. Therefore, I would have to drop the dispel evil and good. All of his spells have concentration, so you can only use one at a time. Um. Sure.
Crow. Fuck
I'll just
yeah.
I'll just annihilate these 4 swarms. Just experimentally seeing if he needs to have like at least one swarm out before you can summon anything. So
Sure,
then
you zip around. Do you have enough movement for this? I
yes.
guess you can kill the 2 on the floor, then fly up, and then kill the 2 in the air.
I kind of want to hit Ghost Crow with the. Okay, I'm hitting Ghost Crow.
Sure, you go back and hit Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow
Damn.
got hit with the double crit.
That one hit misses.
Are you hitting Ghost Crow with all of these? Okay. And the last 2 miss. The first 2 are crits. So
Yeah.
pretty good. It's pretty solid.
If he's under 100, can't save.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Ghost Crow,
I'm
not
just
immune to
making sure to
crits.
mention it.
Ghost Crow is not
immune to crits.
He is not wearing like full plate adamantium or whatever. So
Yeah.
he does take crits.
But he is made of Ghost Crow.
True.
Hit turn of the next swarm. Everything has disadvantage still.
Yeah, but you got to give me a chance to like deduct all of these attacks, man.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All I was saying is past turn.
Got to give me a little chance here. You've just dealt like a fucking bajillion damage to this guy. And then
He basically does the Radagon attack where he grabs you. You know, when Radagon grabs you, he paints it to the floor and then lifts his weapon up and just smashes you in the face.
Oh, he pins,
Var
you,
basically,
pins you at the floor. Oh my.
yeah, he basically does that for those crits. It says, right, get here, boom.
okay, Ghost Crow. So on you now.
Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow. Okay, Crow Swarm 1 is gonna take position over here. Gonna surround you. Gonna get you. Many swarms of crows coming to the aid of Ghost Crow.
Legendary action, teleport 150 foot straight up into the air.
God damn. Fair enough.
So they all start swarming in and then just like instant transmission and he's just in the sky.
Sure. That's fine.
But I'm not in the sky. That's not fair.
That is okay with me. Teleport 100.
Hoping that 150 foot is out of range.
It is now the turn of Ghost Crow. Ghost Crow will fly up very high, for he is a ghost and a crow.
And both
Ghost
are
Crow is
capable of
shockingly
flight.
fast.
Sorry, what was that, Joseph?
Ghost Crow is shockingly fast. He does get within range for his whale
Okay.
as he zooms 120 feet up and then whales
Okay,
out.
so he does the whale. That's a con save advantage
Yeah.
because magic resistance.
Yeah.
Magic resistance for the win. It's an 18. I guess that
And
fails.
Fail. Get him, the ghostly whale.
Do your
Oof.
dams.
Takes 60 thunder damage as all of the
60.
crows wail up at you. And then... Ghost Crow will use
Just to let you know, Graham has to go because of family things, wherever the fuck he sent that message. But he is behind Ghost Crow.
Ghost Crow.
Because of course he is.
Everyone loves Ghost Crow, man.
You just want to
Fucking
make
Ghost-
sure that it was known whose side he's on before you left.
That is Ghost Crow's turn. Ra definitely beats the swarm of crows.
Yeah, I can just like fly down and annihilate them all.
It's the swarm of crows' turn. I'm gonna fly over here to support Ghost Crow. Then it will be Ra's turn. Europe, Ra.
Europe.
Are any of them near me?
Ghost
do we-
Crow
or-
is the only one that is currently like reasonably close to you.
How close?
He is like 30 feet away from you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
All of the others are 150 feet back on the. Well, two of the swarms are a little higher, but like they're maybe.
Well, at the end of
all
the last
like
swarm's
on the
turn,
ground.
at the end of the last swarm's turn, a legendary action to teleport back down
Okay,
and just start wiping the floor with the swarms.
sure. You have 4 attacks, right?
Yes.
Cool. I mean, you could roll in that one. Make 4 attack rolls. You don't need to roll the damage. Don't worry. I'm just if you roll on that one, the swarm of crows one swarm of crow gets to live.
And I'm trying to think of how I want to do this because I kind of want to leave one alive,
I mean,
or I kind of want to just kill one and leave the rest.
regardless, you still have this swarm of crows that you don't. There's like one more swarm of crows than you have attacks that you can make. So one swarm of crows will always survive this encounter, no matter what you do.
Okay. How do I want to balance this? Kill
Balance?
because I want to be because it's just a me problem that I want to be efficient on how I gank these. Like, how efficiently
on
can
those
I
crows.
annihilate all of these? How efficiently can I annihilate all of these things? Sure, I'll just annihilate the 4 swarms then in that case. But I'll move so that it's like that one and then these 3.
Which ones do you annihilate? Sorry.
There's one that's really far away to the northeast, and then the 3 that are clustered together, leaving the swarm at the bottom. Unless I get a nat 1, because I'm gonna roll. So there's 24,
Yep, just keep them coming, man.
25,
And unless you nat 1, you can't miss.
23, and a dirty 20.
You killed 4 swarms of crows. It is
One
now
swarm left.
of Ghost Crow.
Sorry.
Who will? Does he get his whale back?
Yeah.
Handy if he does. He does get his whale back. Hell yeah!
Oh, bloody, that's on a 4 or higher, or is it on
Yeah.
a 3 or higher?
It is on a 4 or higher. He's
Okay.
not. He doesn't have the best recharge thing in the entire universe. He just has the one that is standard for.
God
high
damn
sea.
it, D6s! I can't believe you did this to me.
He'll fly down and wail at you. Con save.
Defensive
Survive
advantage.
ghostly whale.
Okay, Ra, can you not roll garbage on these? Because you've been rolling really bad. Like, if you roll well, you'll get high. Well,
You
I
fail.
accidentally did it once. That's a 20,
Still
so...
fail.
Yeah, Ra's rolling really bad because it's a +8 to his con saves.
Goes-
67 thunder.
Fun fact: this does double damage to structure as the ghostly whale.
Is Rara structure?
No.
Nope.
And the crow
I'm s-
dimension
I'm-
is entirely made of crows that just look like other objects.
So Ra's taken quite a few of these. He's still above half.
Yes.
He still has plenty of fight left.
Unfortunately, we might actually get to the point where the crow, where like the teleport into the crow dimension runs out if this keeps going on.
Also, at the end of his turn, Can him and the swarm make a dex save?
Right, sure thing. He gets a 29. The swarm
Nice.
19. Wow, that's actually really good for the swarm.
It's really good for the swarm. They still die, and he takes half. But he takes half again of the fire, so he takes 8 fire and radiant.
At least they get to feel good as they die.
Okay.
Ah, yeah, Ghost Crow is resistant to fire, don't you
Yes.
know?
So 6 radiant plus 2 fire. So 8 damage overall.
It is Ra's turn.
Kill. Oh,
You
that's a bad one. However, do your thing. There you go. That's
There's a
better.
hit.
That's better.
That's also a hit.
Crit.
One moment. Just.
Okay,
no,
2 of them hit.
You shouted crit, and then the crit gods heard you and said no.
Damn it! Can't believe you've done this to me. Hang on a minute. Why isn't that red?
Because you're older. Ah, it is a 1.
Yeah, why is it not red? Strange.
It is odd, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Nothing makes sense about anything you do on Roll20.
Ghost Crow! Get him, Ghost Crow! Does he get his whale back? Not that it's very relevant, because I think he's just going to stick to trying to hit you with ice-based attacks. He does,
He does get it back.
but he doesn't want to spend all this time summoning more crows. Although he could, it would be pretty funny. He's going to make a couple of ice attacks at you. Nice!
Disadvantage, remember. I am still concentrating on the thing.
Damn Ghost Crow.
Come on, get another crit. Boo!
I mean, it's true.
Crit
It
fail.
is another crit. It's just a different kind of crit.
22 misses, and then that one misses.
Damn the Ghost Crow.
He has the modifier. He still could hit us with disadvantage, but
I know, he's just not rolling very well. Like, he has the same modifier as you.
yeah,
He's just rolling garbage on his to hit.
yeah.
But yes. Ghost Crow. Ghost Crow is actually going to do a quick... Nah, Ghost Crow's going to stand and fight. He's Ghost Crow. He can't give up now. Ra, your turn. You could have teleported away and then went under crows, but... No, he's
Oh
gonna...
yeah, yeah. End of his turn. Deck save, please.
Sure thing. That's
That
with
fit.
disadvantage for...
He didn't have disadvantage on the save, but it was the same. So he takes what 7 fire and 11 radiant, and then I start attacking.
Oops, I just set his health to 18. It was...
Yes, do that.
24 lands. Yeah, because then he has to roll that con save.
I mean, he's gonna have to roll it sooner rather than later anyway. Because, hang on, your first attack is gonna put him under the limit, I think, for his con save roll.
Okay, that's all my rolls anyway. So he has to. If you keep succeeding, he has to make 4.
Okay, well, he can succeed, but he does need a 20 every time.
He needs a. He doesn't need a. That fails, I believe. I think my spell save my save against it is the same as the radiant sunburst, so it's 28.
Yeah,
he drops
he can pass. But...
He drops to 0.
Cool. Ghost Crow drops to 0 hit points. But
Ghost
then...
Crow has a
thing
phase
is-
too.
Damn right he does.
Oh shit!
Uses mythic action.
He has mythic actions.
Yes,
Well,
I
it's
didn't
like-
give him. I
well,
didn't
it's-
give him any legendary stuff in phase 1, but he's got a mythic action. He is now mythical Ghost Crow.
Mythical
Mythical Ghost Crow!
He stands
Well-
back up and he's ready to take more of your attacks.
Well, he gets them other 3. If 34, 5, and 2 still hit.
Yeah, plus 30s are gonna definitely still hit.
Yeah.
Worry ye not.
And past turn, I guess he still has disadvantage on all his shit. Well, all his attacks anyway.
Ah, yes, for now. For he is Ghost Crow. And cool. Ah, fun times. Okay. Ra,
Yes.
you are sort of now glowing of. Actually, give me a dexterity save, Ra.
Dexterity save. Is this a magical effect of any kind?
Uh,
I mean, it must be.
yeah.
Advantage. 25.
25 fails.
Mm.
You are now glowy.
Is this fairy fire?
Sort of.
Crow fire.
It's crow fire.
It's mythic crow fire.
I was just looking at the mythic crow fire. He's like, fun. Oh, well, this will cancel out the debuffs I placed on you.
True. Kind of will. But also, he's gonna do some other stuff. So he's now got his strongest attack ready to him.
It isn't even my final form.
I mean, this is his final form. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna bullshit you any more than like he has 5 million forms.
I swear to me that if I wasn't locked away, I'd be able to say the same thing.
Oh, it's true though.
Hang on a minute. Couldn't I technically use commune to talk to Sonya? 'Cause she's a god.
Yeah.
Because that's how I'm talking to Roz, like, true form. I'm like, could just like ring Sonya, just be like, hey, tell Colt I'm gonna be a bit like,
What's happening? I'm beating up a crow.
I'm beating up a bird. Well, I'm a bird, so it's bird showdown in here.
Bird v bird.
Who's best
Okay.
bird?
Now you're in for it. It's all over for you now.
Oh, it's all ogre.
Yes.
Crow
What?
punch.
Crow punch. Yeah, sure. That misses.
Come.
That misses. And
God,
that misses. One of
these
them hit.
These are awful for plus 16.
Damn.
It's a fucking good punch, man. It has a lot of variance on it, though.
I do take off that because I'm resistant. But
Are you
I am taking that.
magical?
Actually, that's probably good. That's a good point. I should check that. No,
And
I'm
then-
taking that.
He uses his technique of
112.
he uses his technique where he flies into the ground.
Oh, he's got freaking what's it called? He rolls 4 D100s for the damage.
Yes, it's got some
But
variance. on it.
that's just silly.
It's got some variance. It could roll 4. It could roll 400.
It's a good thing he's not fighting Colt, because Colt would be like, punch too strong. How do? Tell
got
me.
Just be a crow, man. What can I say?
Sonya, true polymorph me into a crow. Do
This
it.
is a power that all crows contain.
He's gonna.
Why am I brain farting on the maths for this? 5, 2, 1, 8, 9.
He-
Right.
Also, for reference, he has flyby now.
Yep, that one genuinely hurt.
As he zoom into the ground. It is your move, Ra.
Zoom zoom.
His plan now is he's gonna just jump out of the ground and crow punch you.
I mean, legendary action at the end of his turn, teleport 150 feet straight up into the air and just wait. Ready in action for when he comes near me to attack him.
Okay, fair enough.
Ghost Crow turns out to be
But-
a
but-
bitch.
Well, it's just like, well, this fight took a turn. He said this is on a timer, so I guess I'll just wait out the clock.
You are getting pretty close to the end of the crow dimension.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I've seen everything I think I need to see. I'm good.
I can't wait
Ghost
for this
Crow.
to end and then it just be Colt next.
I mean, Colt's going to use Mega fucking just fuck this thing, a combo that doesn't involve the Silver Saber. Well, he used the Silver Saber, but not be doing expansion or nothing.
Ghost Crow will fly up and teleport up to Ra, and then he can start punching Ra again. But you can attack him with your ready action. Also, you'll notice you're still fairy-fired, because the whole crow dimension is covered in crow fire.
And Crow
Just all.
refire.
That misses anyway.
It does miss. Because especially since his AC went up. Get him, Crow! Don't have a lot left in you, but you do have Crow Punch.
Hits, misses, hits.
Oh, crit! That's 8d100.
In which case,
God.
in which case, I'll let you roll the damage so we can see the numbers.
Yay!
What happens is that he teleports up, backhands Ra across the face, he plummets down into the earth like a meteor, impacts the ground, and then just goes, "Well, this was fun, but I'm afraid I'm gonna have to call an end to this. Farewell, friendo." And he just goes back to his own Ra dimension.
Is
domain.
Are you still up after that, or does that
No, he goes down.
Cool. Okay.
God,
that
just
doesn't.
look at how little damage you did.
Yeah, but you
Out-
almost killed Ghost
Out,
Crow.
out
That
of
was a close
800.
fight. Okay, so this is what occurs basically.
Okay.
As Ra's about to hit the ground and his avatar shatter into pieces, here is what occurs. You sort of fall, and you're about to hit the ground, and suddenly the ground turns into a bunch of crow feathers, and you appear on 1 hit point because the crow likes you. You were an honorable fight. On the ground, flat on your back. And Colt, everyone else sort of just poofs in a cloud of crow feathers, along with Ghost Crow,
A proof of Crow.
who is currently a mythical Ghost Crow. But Ra is still there, he's just very injured.
Yeah. And he's used all of his healing on Colt, so he can't use any of that. Not that it matters.
Also, you'll note all of the gold has disappeared into... When the big feather rupture occurred, all of the gold vanished with it. And Ghost Crow is like, yes, now I will leave to give all of this gold to the poor.
Or
Ghost
at least
Crow
some
out.
more crows.
You can give it to poor crows. Ghost Crow out, and then he flies into a wall.
Ghost Crow out.
Does peace sign.
Peace out, fuckers!
Also, what happens when Ghost Crow uses his whale and there aren't other crows around to help is he turns into his regular crow form. He uses all of his power. He just becomes his regular crow mode again. That's
He's
why he
regular
didn't want to do it.
He's regular Crow self.
Yeah. So he just Ghost Crows out.
Well,
ooh.
Well, Colt, I don't know how much more use I'm going to be at you, because that thing was quite a good fight. Yeah, you look pretty badly beaten up, bud.
We can cut back to this map.
I am on 1 health.
Sonia,
Yeah.
a crow flies in, but it's definitely not Ghost Crow.
hmm
It's just a regular crow. And it lands on your shoulder.
I pet it.
definitely a regular crow.
Caw.
And so
Doo-doo.
all the monks are just like, what the fuck was that ghost crow, man?
I mean, it's a good question.
We all fought it. It destroyed us.
Wait, you guys fought it?
Yes.
Oh, we just had a chat.
Yeah, you've learned Ghost Crow really likes helping the less fortunate. It mostly flies around defeating evil ghosts, though. That's what it spends most of its time doing. And you found out that it was half ghost, half regular crow.
And that it is magically, in quotation marks, cursed. That whenever its name is mentioned, a guitar solo happens.
Ghost Crow.
So that was a thing. Who wants dinner?
Ah, that reminds me. All of them dive onto the food as they begin devouring it.
Hum num 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 num.
Which reminds me, the crow on your shoulder, Sonia, it has a tiny little red thread in its mouth.
Is it proffering it to me or just holding it?
It's sort of proffering it, but it could be construed either way. Roll me insight.
That means I need to open my sheet. I haven't needed to do that in millennia.
No, you have to do that all the time because
Sight.
you mention it every single time.
Wait. Why do I have disadvantage? That's not right. Doesn't make a difference because it's still the first number, but...
You are perfectly unsure. It's exactly a 50-50 whether it's proffering it to you or you think it's the crows.
Okay. I will give it a head scratch.
When you head scratch it, it sort of like drops the red thread because it's like very happy to being head scratched, and then it like realizes what it's done, and it's just as like it goes for the red thread again, and like tries to hand it to you again.
Sure, I will take the red thread.
Cool. Something becomes immediately apparent to you, Sonia. It is very like you feel like you are holding on to a little piece of fate itself.
Mm-hmm.
And B, you can now see that the thread extends much further than you thought it did. But it does just like fade out into like air eventually after like it gets roughly 20 feet away from you.
Sure, if it's a long thread, Sonia will just like wrap it around her wrist and then tie it to itself.
Sure.
So essentially it would only be like a tiny bit that was the trailing off visually.
All of them just look at you like, what's with that? Nah. Actually, no, none of the monks care. They're all too busy eating.
I mean, I like how I could have used create food and water, but Heroes Feast.
Oh, they're having a great time there.
Yeah. It's a special
Also-
meal because we semi-starved them.
Also, cult and raw. What do?
Raw's pretty battered up, and he's like, "Sorry, buddy, but I don't think I'm going to be much help here. I've kind of used everything." Yeah, you look pretty banged up, man. And I don't want your avatar to get shot on my account, so if you want to go, I won't blame you. Yep, I'm a head out. And
Also, the D100 thing is entirely the Seven's fault because I was deciding which dice to use for the damage. And I was like, okay, 1 is a D4, 2 is a D6, and so on.
Ah,
It's
that's
not
what that
Nice.
was.
And so it was D100. So I was like, yeah, I have to make it so that it doesn't roll like any number of dice, or it'll just roll a billion.
So if everybody said 1, the punch would have been 4d4.
Yeah. Well, no, I would have increased the other number a bit. It wouldn't have been 4d4. I would have
100
raised it.
D4.
I wouldn't have made it that crazy. I would have made it like, 12 or 10 or something.
That would
Just
be
so
funny
that
if
it
it was
wasn't-
100d4.
God.
It'd be the same sort of power output, but it'd be much more consistent.
That's true. But it is almost funnier that the Crow Punch can deal 4 damage, but can also deal 400.
That is funny.
We're
I do-
working
I do
extremes here.
Look at the extremes on the actual damage: 179, then 271, then 130, then 197.
I am very pleased
Oh.
that on one of the rolls you did actually roll 100 though.
In fairness, when Colt uses the Silver Saber, it's similar damage numbers, but that's using a God-slaying sword. Colt wants
Yeah,
to do that with a punch.
Yeah, but this is Ghost Crow, man. You can...
Yeah, but it's
Colt can
Colt
learn-
though.
Yeah, Colt can learn from Ghost Crow.
Nah, Ra will pass his notes from that fight on to Colt and say, they did this. Punch too strong, how do? Must learn.
Be a Ghost Crow.
No! Not me.
Learn from
The
Ghost
guy who made me didn't spend 6 months making me just to turn me into a crow.
Oh. Sonya didn't resurrect me 8 million times just so
Sonya
that I could
did
be a crow.
not 8,000,006. Sonya didn't resurrect me 6 times just to turn me into a bird.
You're right, the 7th time is when she brings you back as a Ghost Crow.
Correct.
And-
7
so-
equal birds.
Don't die then. Noted.
Oh. But yeah, do you investigate this thread at all? Or do you just be like, neat?
I mean not right now.
Sure. The monks do be like, okay, like, we have a library and a lab if you want to go explore there as well.
How many ghost crows are in there?
Hopefully none.
Yeah, because you didn't even know that one was here.
Goddamn Ghost Crow.
Goddamn fucking ghost crow. Hey, look, we're already agreeing on things.
Goes into the next room. Ghost seagull!
Oh no, that's way worse.
Eating
I
all your
mean-
chips.
You can head into this room. So it's the library, but a lot more
I mean,
trash.
he's going to make sure that the other monks make sure that these ones know. Don't immediately aggro. He's here to see the boss.
Oh,
We're going to
yeah.
figure this. He wants to help us figure this out.
In the meantime, one of them would go through and be like, yeah, these guys are like gonna try and help or something. Probably won't work, but they can try.
And I'm guessing this is where Colt saw.
Yes.
Yeah, this is where the guy who we were fighting before, Colt will approach that and go,
In
hey,
fact,
on the one hand, we're monks, so combat is kind of our thing. When I was attacking you before, it was purely just to get a hold of you and just, ask you some things, but you were, resisting. No hard feelings, yeah.
it is this guy right here specifically. So he's like, I mean, I guess not.
Yeah, we're friends up now.
Okay.
I mean, hell, fighting is technically kind of my, friend language.
Yeah, fighting is his love language.
I mean, not with you, though. Unless you
Fight
want.
sexual.
Unless you want to try.
Wait, unless you are into that.
No, he was talking to you,
Ah,
Sonia. Colt was
Hey.
like, yeah, but not with you, though. But hang on a minute, if you want to.
Sonia, do you want to be Sonia, are you fight sexual?
no, but maybe the others were. I wasn't there.
Hey, Tensor's transformation is a thing.
I mean, to be fair,
Oh.
the the other Sonya, who actually does have a thing properly for Colt, it is somewhat fight sexual now. So who knows?
Quote internal monologues today. So I've learned that they all have different levels of affection for me. That's interesting.
We all like you. That one was just the one that liked you first. So
You're
like,
reading my mind.
fair enough. No.
She says in your mind.
All the other monks are like, these guys are fucking weird. These are the ones we were trying to kill all this time. What the fuck?
I'm sure they'll fail and die.
No, we are powered by our weirdness.
I'm sure they'll fail and die, and that'll save us a job, so let's let them try.
So anyway, what are you guys cooking up in this library? Are you trying to look at how this bind thing between our souls works, or your souls with other people's, or is it just, or are you just passing the time?
Yeah, pretty much. Trying to figure out what causes the reverse.
I mean,
You
hell,
not found anything?
yeah, if we can find out what causes it, that's even better.
Yeah, it's way better than us just all trying to kill each other all the time.
From our preliminary research, fate itself.
No, Colt thinks note to self, contact Fate's Bane.
I mean, that
It's
honestly,
literally their name.
I know you said that was like note to self, but like honestly, that might not be a bad idea.
If you're reading his mind, Colt's like, yep. They might literally just be able to swing their sword and sever this whole thing.
Or they at least might
Oh.
know the cause.
Yeah, they might know. It might be a phenomenon that's not that, or not as sorry, if I could English.
Also,
If I could common, sorry.
do you guys say Fate's Bane out loud?
No.
No, I'm apparently reading his mind.
And we're
Okay.
just saying, yeah, they might know. So if they're like, who knows? Like, nah, we've met a lot of people on our travels. Some of them very powerful.
Yeah, but we've met most of the same people that you've met on our travels.
Yeah, you said most. We've met a lot of other people. You've probably met a lot of other people who are powerful who we don't know.
True.
See, we're not bound that much.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask. 'cause
I'm just
Colt, you
I'm
never.
just on the line. Yeah.
I was gonna say you never mentioned Colt. Do you guys have like a reverse Ben?
Yeah, do you have a guy called Ben?
I think the boss has. Yeah, I think he's like the boss's sort of chauffeur.
Ah, so some things are the same.
Makes sense.
So I wonder
Wait,
how
no,
it went
Colt-
for him, because like,
He must have started out really lovely.
yeah.
Well, what happened was, the boss was on like a savage planet. Spaceship sort of crashed on it. And the boss jumped aboard and brutally enslaved a dragon who was piloting the ship. And then the rest of the crew.
I guess that
Yeah,
kind,
Colt nods.
kind of like the
Colt
reverse.
Colt nods along to that, and he's like, Colt nods along, just like, checks out. But again, if Sonya's reading me mind, Colt's just like, that was in the memories as well. I saw him take control of that ship. Didn't recognize anyone as Ben in there though. But hey, if they're a super duper nice boy, they probably looked nothing like him.
True. Anywho,
So what the fuck was that ghost crow about?
No idea. Not a clue.
apparently he like helps poor people.
What?
Yeah, he said he was taking all the money in the vault and giving it to the poor. We
He
tried to
stole our
stop him.
money?
I know, we tried to stop him. Hell, he beat up my godfriend. Apparently it was a good fight, though.
Fucking every time, Ghost Crow, man.
Wait, every time? You mean this is
Every
like
time?
a recurring thing?
No, it's just always something. It's always some bullshit that steals all of our stuff.
Ah. But maybe Ghost Crow will come back because now you're the poor.
Exactly.
Well, he makes a fair point. We are now pretty poor.
I steal from the rich and then give back to them because they become the poor.
It is when you steal everything from the
Yeah.
rich.
It is when like they just have a pile of cash, but they don't have any like resources or connections or collateral or anything like that. Anything that's like feeding the income.
We have raiding, which is what mostly we've been doing.
So if you're a gang of raiders then, essentially.
Well, we just go places and then infect everyone with werebear lycanthropy.
Yeah, I know. I found that on the material, and I went and broke it.
Out of curiosity, why? Why that specifically?
Yeah, why that specifically?
Well, we had werebear blood and no other kinds of blood.
Work with whatever you have to hand, I suppose.
Yeah.
So what did
Pretty
you
much.
did you channel your key and pour some werebear blood into a river and then let that infect everything?
Yeah, we used like our sort of key arts stuff and
Hmm.
just it's pretty handy.
Well, to what end? What just to spread chaos and
All right, so basically,
in general disorder.
okay, so back in the Shadowfell, that valley is dying. So in order to save it, we came here to ruin this valley. Well, just this planet
I
generally.
mean, you mean you went there to ruin that place? So this one here in the Shadowfell was less,
No,
you know,
you guys,
crummy.
you guys aren't in the Shadowfell currently.
I thought we were.
No,
Okay.
Wait, where are we then?
actually, wait, hang on.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure we are.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
you are.
because we had a whole conversation line with with
Sorry,
Howdy
yeah.
Partner saying, by the way, we're playing
Aw.
Shift into the Shadowfell for this.
No, yeah, you are. Sorry, I had a brain fart.
Yeah, it's fine. It happens.
But yeah, no.
Alright,
Yes,
turns
they
out we
meant
were
that.
wrong. We are in the Shadowfell.
Do you know where you are? Nah, clearly not.
Very, very barely, yes.
Kind of, but not really.
I know where I am. Right here.
In this library. There's no windows, so could be anything outside.
I'm an in the moment kind of guy. I don't care.
For all I know, I could step out there and straight into a crow dimension.
Yo,
Imagine
bro,
that.
same.
I wasn't I wasn't expecting being sent having to fight a ghost crow today, even if it was only for like 5 seconds while my god friend tried to fight it for realsies.
Oh yeah, cool. Because I've been to a new dimension, I can now plane shift somewhere new. I've got a whole dimension to explore.
God, do you want to go exploring the crow dimension?
I mean, like, not right now, but yes.
If we have some downtime at any point, you're gonna go for a walk.
Obviously, Sonia is going to spend some time exploring the crow dimension. We just all know that.
It just makes the most sense.
Yep.
Oh,
So, do you
but yeah,
guys
they're like,
do you guys need help with anything while we're here? There's food out in the main hallway if anyone's hungry.
niece. So go out there. They all start gathering up and heading to the main hallway.
Just hey, there's food out in there, and everyone starts running.
They do like being alive.
I like being alive.
Sure, they'll gather up, head back. Num num num.
since they're in the Shadowfell, and from what Colt saw of the food that even their boss had on them, he's like, "Hey, this must be like the freshest, nicest meat that they've seen like ever."
Yes,
Especially,
they're all loving it.
especially since I used the much better version of the spell.
And the other room that isn't the library is this room, which is a big laboratory.
And can since Colt will just be looking at this, just going, "Bunch of lights and metal means very little to me. Yeah, what are you guys looking for in here? How the connection between you and people on the material works?"
Shrugs. That's Colt's lab. He does Colt things in there.
Hmm. Okay, Colt. We'll actually have a look and see if there's any key-based stuff.
Colt, what are
there's-
Colt things?
Lots of, like, do any of you speak thieves' cant?
I would technically, yes.
Then you understand more of Colt's notes than Colt does. Because his notes are all written in thieves' cant.
Sonia,
for-
you're the linguist. You want to have a look at this? Other me seems to write in some kind of gibberish.
Some
mean,
kind
Colt,
of gibberish.
Colt, when you read his notes, they're like very underwhelming for what you thought you'd find here. It's just like very mundane, like, oh, I've got to get my troops this many things, and I've got to give them to this guy, and then got to, like, you know, I've got to go out and find these other people and like give them more stuff, and it's like just very mundane, boring stuff.
A lot of
Sonya,
a lot of it sounds good though, at least to Colt, because he's like, "Hey, it sounds like he's looking after people."
Sonya though is very much on the like these are sort of a bunch of them are like machinations and plans for like strategically murdering people or ruining like planets or areas in order to make the Shadowfell better.
So, like, Sonia just naturally reads it properly, and Colt reads it and is like, "Hey, this is good. Yeah, these are good notes." And Sonia's like, "What?"
Why am I missing something?
Also,
And then you tell us the truth, and I'm just like, "Oh God,
It's like,
what
wait,
an
what?
asshole!"
What are you reading first?
I think I just got like the starting bits where he was like, "I have to get a thing for a person," and I'm like, "Well, that sounds like he's looking after somebody," but then turns out, no, that is like a deal to get a weapon of some kind.
also you'd see some reports about this lab. It seems one of Colt seems to know more than the people out there, in that one of the main like pillars of fate, i.e., one of fate's most powerful ties to this crystal sphere, is effectively the thing that it seems to be causing the problem.
So one of
Col-
Fate's what? Sorry,
The
one of
Pillars of
Fate's
Fate.
what? Pillars.
It's more like a thing that heavily connects the concept of fate to this crystal sphere. There's a number of things that exist that are like this. One of them is causing the Shadowfell to be a
Link.
reflection of the material plane, but like a dark reflection.
So Courts is like, Pillars of Fate. Is that like a physical structure, or some sort of more metaphysical thing?
Sonya, Colt in the notes is unsure of what it actually is as well.
I mean, that's why
Well,
that's why this Colt is asking Sonya, because he's like, sure, like this sounds like something that Sonya would know.
Yeah, I know,
Okay,
but
so-
it's the funny thing of at the same time you get to the both cults being like, but I still haven't figured out. Well, what could it be? Is it a physical thing or a metaphysical thing? And it's like, I haven't figured out if it's metaphysical or physical yet.
Oh, if only Colt's now just like, if only the other me was in this room.
Oh,
we'd realize hopefully he'd then realize we're on the same damn page.
So
Literally.
what I'm betting with my knowledge of the multiverse and shit, I bet that there is a physical thing, but that is actually irrelevant. Like, someone's probably heard of the Pillars of Fate and probably made the Pillars of Fate somewhere.
Yeah, but they wouldn't be actually like magically connected to it or anything.
No,
They'll
but
just be
it would just make it more complicated for people trying to actually find out.
uh-huh.
People love doing that for some reason.
Looks at the rest of the lab. So what's all this for? Could TKO make like some kind of role or something because he's like somewhat tinkery inclined and mechanical in his own nature? Would he like know of any of the processes going on here? Or would it be more of a Sunya thing?
These are all containers that contain some liquid that that seems magical. Like, Tikio can tell you a lot about the containers and how they work, and how the piping and plumbing and pumps work. The liquid seems to be kept at quite a high temperature, is another thing he can tell you. And the containers seem to be magically reinforced, i.e. to keep magic in. But he doesn't really know what the liquid is. Sunya could probably tell you more about what the liquid is.
Would you like me
Yeah,
to do a
Yeah,
roll?
Yeah. Give me
Tikio
an
will like Tikio will like refer all of that. Just be like, and just be like,
It's Sonya's probably better to tell you what's actually in it, though. That's beyond my scope.
Revel
Like-
the Arcarnar.
Tikio didn't need to roll for that because it's all pretty apparent from like temperature.
yeah, it's like me walk. Yeah,
gauges.
yeah. It's like me walking into a lab and knowing what most of the hardware involved is.
Yeah. Cool. So Sunya, actually, I should have probably given you advantage on this roll, to be honest, Sunya. You can have it if you want it.
I mean, I always like having it. Didn't help.
But yeah, 32 is good enough. It seems to be like whatever. You're not quite sure on what it precisely is, but it seems heavily connected to fate in some way.
Liquid
Like-
fate.
Ah, this is fate juice.
It
Fate soup.
and a little a little more probing around and stuff, you could probably figure out that actually roll investigation.
Yeah,
Just-
investigation.
Any of you can.
And
Can take your help.
Yeah.
oh,
So advantage.
excellent. I have good investigation.
And you have advantage because help.
Cool. You would find some more of Colt's notes, but they're quite well hidden. But 32 finds them, and then 32 on Arcana lets you put a couple of things together. So the other version of Colt has sort of he's gotten these crystals that he could use to see between the material plane and the Shadowfell, and he thinks that they are in some way connected to whatever this reflection-y fate-based thing is. And it effectively details him using effectively key to try and modify one of the pieces of crystal into a compass that lets him go to wherever the fate is most concentrated. And the things in the barrels are what he scooped up at those locations, but none of them seem to be what he's looking for. Even he's not really sure what the barrels do. He just knows that things get a bit weird if they get to like room temperature.
You don't want fate to get to room temperature.
Then things start getting weird.
Hence why they're all boiling. Because it's just
But
like
yes, I explained that to Colt, and it again emphasise that once again it seems like Key is a very important part of this.
Hmm.
Now, who wants
Hmm.
to drink the Mountain Dew, the forbidden Mountain Dew?
I mean, always.
Do you go for it?
Not yet. I'm waiting to see Colt's response.
Do I not feel anything key-wise from this stuff? Or anything in this room?
You would sense some key beneath each of the containers, but the feeling you get from them is generally like it's generally the sort of like the feeling you get from them is isolation, effectively.
What from the liquid or from the
The
key that's underneath them?
the sort of like key circuits that are underneath all of the
Yeah.
barrels.
Um.
Get a feeling of
So
isolation.
yeah, so Cole's going. Okay, so he's channeled his feelings of isolation into this to isolate these, samples from each other. Or at least that's the way Cole's trying to think. That's what Cole thinks of it anyway.
So you're saying I should or shouldn't taste it?
I wonder why it's a liquid.
Do you drink the dew?
Oh, I do love a bit of Mountain Dew.
I mean, what
It is currently boiling.
What
by
makes
the
you what makes you think it would be like drinkable?
It's a liquid.
way. It is liquid.
Can
It is-
I
It is
Before
currently
I-
very hot.
before I do
It worked
anything-
out last time I drank something.
True. Can I
What is
can
that?
I first
What
can I
the-
first
my God.
use you know how come Spirit Surge focuses on different aspects of my environment to draw a key from it? What happens if I put my hand on the glass and just try and use Spirit Surge and just focus on the liquid? I see
what-
through time.
What does Spirit Surge do again?
That is the ability that you gave me where I draw a key from my environment.
Oh, right.
But you
changing-
said I can draw it from specific creatures and objects and things. But
Yeah,
I
you-
will, if
you're
it's a person, take on like aspects of their personality. So
You're-
I'm what's the word I'm looking for? Deterred against doing that. Because if I try to draw a key out of an evil person, my alignment will start getting fucky. But if I'm just focusing it on this liquid, I mean, I could just feel
Right.
nothing, but
You're trying to draw in the environmental key from the
if any,
inside the
if
container.
if any.
Okay. Interesting.
Which is probably worse than drinking it.
What the fuck?
Um,
He called dibs on first sippy.
He called it.
I'm not having a drink. I'm trying to feel out the
He's
situation.
just feeling the drink.
This is like the magic equivalent of when you've got the glass of wine and you shake it and sniff it a bit.
Ah, very
some
heady.
things, But do you know how you like tried to develop like God key with Ra?
Uh-huh.
As a different type of key.
Uh-huh.
You don't pull out like normal key. You pull out like a different type of key. It's not God key. It's different
Fate
from
key.
that. But you get like you get one strange key point that is
Ooh,
different from regular key point.
shadow key, fate key, etc., etc., etc.
Like I said, fate key.
Shadow Fate key gang.
Shadow fate key. Oh, shadow fate key. Of course, is like, that's edgy.
Like
That's really edgy.
it feels really weird, this like key point that you have. this like special key. But it is also like separate from your regular reserve of key.
What happens if I try to use it on something like quickened healing that heals me?
Okay.
What happens
Do
if I
you
try to
try
spend?
that?
I try to spend it
Okay, on quicken healing.
on healing me.
Okay.
Take 20d8 hit, 20d8 damage.
Cool.
Yeah,
Roll.
I do 10,000. What?
No,
Roll money
actually,
gang.
No, this thing happens.
It usually does.
Usually does.
Uh,
If I die, Sonya will bring me back. Or if I die, Shadow Me will be very happy.
Win-win.
Okay, well, it was fated to be that way. Colt,
Uh-huh.
you... Were you missing any hit points or anything?
Yeah, because I summoned Ra.
Right.
So I wasn't on maximum. I wasn't on minimum. I wasn't on 1. Because Ra sunk all of his healing power into me to get me back to an okay amount.
How much health does a regular key point restore?
1 martial arts die plus my proficiency, so that'll be 1d10 plus 5.
Okay.
No,
So...
plus my proficiency, so it'll be 1d10 plus 7, sorry. I know it's only a 2 difference, but that's what it does.
You would normally heal a d10 plus 7 instead. Okay.
You take a D10 plus 7 exhaustion.
That probably would just instantly kill Cold.
Probably.
I mean, yes,
Even
because
if
I
it's
don't
plus
I don't
7.
have immunity to exhaustion.
It generally doesn't go that high.
Okay. You feel real bad and good at the same time.
Oh, this is weird. This is gross and weird again.
You heal by 11, but
Uh-huh.
also your hit point maximum is reduced by 11. As parts of your body become made of shadow.
Okay, note self. Undo this later.
Like, you've healed up a bit, but you feel awful, and like part of your body is now like just like random little bits of you. It looks like you've got a bunch of scars that are just tiny pockets of shadow. It's a bit weird, but it's nothing major. None of them are huge.
Ah, so it's like the rat milk.
A little bit.
Okay, I don't. Considering this is how what happened to me just off of me trying to connect to it on a spiritual level, I don't think it'll be a good idea to drink it.
Aw.
That doesn't mean you can't.
I
drink
know,
it.
but... So do you respect her friend's opinion? Sadly.
Oh.
I mean, is there not
Also-
it can take you and not look around and see if there's anything in here that's analyzing this stuff.
Also, for reference, Colt's next roll will be an 11.
Okay.
Just for reference.
I know the best person to ask about this would be a mayor, but also don't want to give this to her, so you know.
I mean, we could bring Discovery in on this,
True.
or Fate's Bane.
You should bring a mayor here. The
No,
mayor would...
no random voice of fate. Stop it.
I mean, do you want to go and get Discovery and bring them down?
Yeah, can do. I mean, they're just where the ship is. Not that far.
Sure, you
Again,
walk-
can TQ not look around to see if there's anything in here that's analyzing this stuff, or is Shadow Court literally just containing this shit?
as far as you're aware, there's some equipment that analyzes it a bit, but it's pretty clear from Colt's notes that he doesn't really care about this stuff too much. he's mostly looking for the actual root cause rather than like bothering to use this for anything more than just like having it.
It seems like something incredibly powerful,
Like he
if
doesn't
if
seem-
extremely dangerous.
Other cult doesn't seem very interested in this weird goop, but he does really want to find the thing that is mirroring the Shadowfell and the material plane.
Yet he keeps all of this stuff in giant vats.
I mean, yeah, this is, like, he has an extraction method which involves like trying to teleport to where fate is heavily concentrated, and then like teleporting that area into one of these containers. But every time he just gets goop. He really wants to get the main thing, but he just keeps getting goop.
See what Discovery says.
Yeah.
Sure.
We can leave TKO down here doing that
I mean,
analysis stuff.
Again, kind of going back to what we've said before about relying on NPCs for stuff. Or TQ and or Sonya definitely can't figure out anything else with regards to this with like rules and stuff.
You go back to the ship. Discovery's in the lab. Discovering things.
Discovery! Come with Mummy!
We got tinkery thing that you might like to see.
Discovery's like, ooh, a tinkery thing. Then you also hear a Meg go, ooh, a tinkery thing. I wanna
No,
go see that.
no.
Cool.
Only one person's allowed to come, and I've already invited Discovery.
Can I invite myself?
No.
No.
It's just the rules.
That rules are meant to be broken.
The answer is no.
Why not?
I mean, real answer is you're being very untrustworthy recently.
Yeah, actually, just straight up being honest with you, that's the reason.
Oh, that's very hurtful.
Yeah,
how-
it is hurtful that you're being like that to us.
How have I been untrustworthy?
Well, I mean, all the secrets for a start.
All of
Okay.
the secrets, all of the trying to steal the souls of the innocent,
That's to save
trying
everyone.
to muscle in on everything that we do, and then undo it for your own selfish obsessions.
Yeah, but when any of us does something evil as fuck, we at least tell each other.
Yeah, but I mean, I have an email blast. Do you guys not check your emails?
You know fine well I don't.
I could have.
It's just a source of problems, so I ignore it. It's not good for the mind.
I
Evidently, points at a mayor. Evidently.
I could give you a scroll that updates with each new thing I do.
And it will probably drive us mad just off of reading it, probably. I still haven't looked at that schematic that you gave me. Too scared to. You see, that's the kind of attitude that your behavior is breeding in people. They don't want to trust you with anything. As a result, they don't want to show you stuff.
That is perfectly fair. I respect your decisions, and I promise I won't sneak along.
See, again.
We immediately think that's exactly what you're going to do. Exactly.
I won't sneak along with you guys. Now have a nice adventure. Bring me back a souvenir. I'll have cookies waiting for you. Lots of cookies.
Again, like my whole point being, if you stop with all of this weird shit, we'd probably be more amicable to working with you. But you just keep up the weird shit.
And then that weird shit usually gets somebody killed or gets their soul stolen or something like that.
Also,
it always
nice
puts us a
scroll.
step back. You've already mentioned that you're trying to outspeed us to save the universe because you think we can't do it. One of the reasons we can't do it is because you keep on getting in the way with
No, I
weird
think-
shit that fucking kills people.
I think you guys can save the universe. I just think I can also save the universe.
Would probably be a lot faster if we actually genuinely worked together, but we feel like we can't with you.
I'm working together with you guys.
No, you're using us.
To save the universe. Sure, yeah, you can phrase it like that. I prefer to think of us as business partners.
But it doesn't feel that way from our end.
Well, I've given you guys a lot.
You've given us some tools you've given us a couple of tools. Some of them have killed us. So thanks for that.
Yeah, but they've killed a lot more of your enemies.
I
How
haven't
many
killed.
times
The
you
only
died
things I've
versus
killed
your
are
enemies?
the only things I've killed are monstrous creatures that hunt on a kill or be killed basis. Actual people, I don't kill.
Yes, see, but people are just as monstrous as those monsters.
But they have humanity. They have the self-awareness and the potential to be different.
So do those giant monsters.
Mm,
I know that. I've terrified enough of them.
anyway, we're leaving.
Yeah, Sonia and Discovery have already left. Like once you started like arguing, just like start guiding Discovery
Yeah.
to the door.
Yeah. Colt goes to look to you to say, "Let's go." Notices you're gone, and then just turns into lightning and zaps away. So Amir doesn't see where he's gone. As far as she's concerned, it's just a flash of white light, and he's not there anymore. Now, whatever you do, Discovery, don't drink it. I touched it, and now I have all of these things.
It does look
Everything's
really
in-
drinkable.
So, what do you want me to do?
And
Tell
figure
you
out what all of these machines are doing.
Okay,
Again, can take you or not do that.
yeah,
Other-
TKO can do that.
Other than just you're keeping the liquid at a boil.
Like,
It's-
this is the boiler. It is boiling the liquids.
I will give Discovery like a summary of the stuff that I'd read.
Almost everything else in the room is literally just keeping them at, like, either contained or hot. And then this device seems to be a console that would... It effectively checks to see if it's the thing that other cult is looking for. It scans the containment units and checks if it's a pillar of fate, effectively. That is what TKO can tell you. Discovery will tell you much of the same.
Well, have fun. Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Guess
I mean, again, saying to Discovery, pressed my hand against the glass and tried to reach out to it on a spirit. This is probably, I don't know. Like you worked pretty well with the lightning blade and my gloves and stuff, so you've learned a little bit about ki. So I connected to this this liquid stuff on a spiritual level. I still got ki from it, but it was really gross and weird in terms of, like, emotional feeling and things. And then when I went to use it, all of these black marks showed up, and they are causing quite a bit of pain. So I was wondering if, like, you would be better versed to see exactly what this stuff is. And
Okay.
like, as far as we've just been calling it liquid fate, but like, surely that's not strictly accurate, right?
nods. Discovery is like getting up on the tank to take a sample of this stuff. It's just like, okay, got some of this stuff. I'll go analyze this in the lab. Hopefully that will tell me more. But I mean, yeah, as far as I'm aware, I have eyes, and thus I can only tell you what I see, and what I see is a weird vat of green liquid.
Oh, so it's green, it's not white.
It's greeny white. Well, it's white when it's concentrated enough, but it's green when it's less.
Huh.
And so Discovery's just like, yeah, I'll give him a try. I mean, I think I might be able to help you with that whole situation. As Discovery like hops down, and is just like,
And
examines you for a bit, Colt, and is like, I think, okay. I should really take like a scan, a detailed medical scan of you all.
I mean, I'm the
Just
only one who touched it.
Uh, Discovery will call you over, Sonia. Sonia, come here.
Jawohl.
And then just holds out a scanner. Can I take a detailed medical scan of you so that if anything happens, it's much easier to fix you?
Sure.
Cool. You feel a bit fuzzy for a moment as a beam passes over you. And then Discovery's like, cool. Save under file. Mum. The second? But just God, Mum. Saved into file named God, Mum.
All I got from like the fuzzy thing there is just the Futurama thing. Ow, my sperm! Huh, it didn't hurt that time.
Oh. But yeah, then Discovery's gonna be like, okay, hands you a box of, hands you like a bunch of tablets, Colt. Just like,
Here, what do?
just take one of these once a day.
Just for the sake of the joke, are these grape flavored?
Yeah.
Damn it, takes one.
No, they're medicine
But I
flavored.
don't want the grape flavor.
Then why
But
did
grape
you
flavor's
ask?
terrible. But grape flavor's terrible.
Exactly.
But it's bacon flavored. Yay. No, I thought, nah, Colt wouldn't whinge. He'd just be like, damn it, nom.
Do you prefer strawberry? I have
Nah,
strawberry.
it's fine, it's fine, nom. I was just doing it for the joke.
I know.
Nom
The reference.
takes it.
Cool. What? At the end of the day, once you've long rested, you'll regain one of your maximum hit points back. So over the course of 11 days, the medicine will cure you.
Okay.
So it's like,
Ooh.
yeah, that should do it.
Well, how did you know to make this? What does this do? How did you know how to make that? Out of curiosity.
It's sort of like a. Okay, so what I think's happened to you is parts of your body have been like overwritten by weird shadowy magic. So this is like it's sort of it's a spell that sort of goes along your strands of DNA and like cleans them effectively.
Weird kind of cleaning since it seemed to take chunks out.
And it tries to like reset them. Yeah, but the shadowy bits are technically still you, it seems, because they're just sitting there. So like, what these will do is they'll find these areas and like effectively try and reset them back to your original biology, which should, in theory, restore you to your former self.
Well, the pain's certainly starting to subside, so I think it's doing something.
It just takes a while. You don't want to like rush these things.
Yeah, I get it.
If I had a complete medical scan of you, I could probably whip something up that would cure you much faster.
You can take a scan once this is finished.
Yeah. Otherwise, if I took it now, you'd just get this every time I tried to cure you, which isn't ideal. So you know.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, this is This is the best I got so far. But yeah, I'll analyze this weird stuff. It's very magic. That's what I can mostly tell you right now. And then Discovery is like gonna try and head back to Discovery's lab so that they can figure out more about this weird stuff.
I mean, you say try. I would assume that we'd be like guarding them.
Yeah, do you just follow them back to the ship?
Yeah. Is Sonia still with us?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just you'd been quiet for a bit.
Cool. Cuts back to base ship. Amara is waiting with cookies.
Not eating them.
Hi, Cookie.
The cookie waves.
Oh God.
The cookie in fact stands up. One of them stands up and approaches you, Sonia. He's like, "Kill me
No.
if I want to die, please. Existence is suffering."
I mean, I was in my head. I was thinking, hey, you want to eat me? I'm a cookie. How about no? Cookie goes, I'm gonna kill you. Ah!
No,
Gosh,
everything in Maya just
depressing
doesn't wish
depression.
it was alive.
Just wants, it yearns for death. And it just is pleading for you to eat it. Does not want to suffer this existence anymore.
There's a part of me that wants to ask how and or why, but I can't help but think that the answer is going to be horrifying.
These are just poor little depressed cookies. They want to be eaten. The depression makes them taste nicer. She just starts eating one.
Well, you enjoy your cookies.
All the other cookies look both horrified and like they wish that they had died. And Discovery's just like, ugh, creepy. Heads back to lab.
Indeed.
It's like, about an hour will pass with Discovery just doing a bunch of tests on this weird goo.
I guess while I'm waiting, I'll regen myself. Like, what remaining health I have left, at least.
As the Amer cookies are just like, please kill her. Please. Do you eat any of them?
What happens if I just break them in half? Do they die?
No, but they do scream in agony. And Amer's like,
God
oh god,
damn
that's so cruel. You've got to eat them. Come on, man. Why would you torture them like that?
I was trying to be merciful and quick about it.
She quickly stuffs the broken in half cookie in her mouth and eats it and is like, ah, much less suffering this way.
I'm not.
Why did you make them sentient in the first place?
The depression makes them taste nicer, I told you this.
Just get the blend of right.
Cooking utensils expertise, go.
Makes cookies.
27.
You
Makes them as nice as the sentient ones, but they're not sentient.
Just
You
get the amounts right in the first place.
You make fucking delicious cookies that are not depressed. The man's like, oh no, these are better. No, I was actually just using a terrible. Oh god, never. This is why you don't trade cookie recipes with eldritch beings. Hang on, I have a Cthulhu to kill. Give me a faulty recipe. Promise me the best cookies in the goddamn multiverse. Fucking useless.
Meanwhile, Court's like, "Fuck yeah, beat a man with cooking."
She tosses a tray. She tosses the tray of like depressed cookies aside, of which 3 are left. They shatter on the wall, all of them screaming in agony, like "Please eat us, please!" As she just storms off to go kill a Cthulhu. Fucking Cthulhus! You never trust them.
Oh, well, that was the thing.
And the last thing that we'll end off on before results are tabulated is Sonia. You hear a whisper in your ear, and it is just Ghost Crow.
Diddle.
And that's where we'll end it.
So next time we'll get the lore drop on what this stuff is, maybe.
You'll learn whatever
Maybe.
this fate is. Maybe. Probably.
And hopefully finally meet Shadow Me.
And maybe you'll figure out the legend of Ghost Crow.
More importantly. Oh. Today really was a 77757.
I mean, that number is the reason why that thing was rolling day 100s.
Mhm.
It's so true. Best part of